I'm Nataki Minix. I am from Atlanta. I'm a hairstylist, been doing hair for about 27 years. I own a salon in Sandy Springs called Startakilife Hair Lounge. I like to travel. I like to hang out with my girlfriends. I like to dress really fly all the time. I like to show up. I'll be turning 50 this year. I got a lot going on. On top of that, I am a mother. I have 2 grown children. My oldest is 26, Elijah, he lives in New York. And my youngest is 23, that's Cameron, and he still lives with me. So I have a lot of things going on. I'm a great friend. I am single right now. That's a long story, another time, another place, but we'll get to that. What else? Just a bunch of everything. I would love to just be able to share and really show you guys what Startakilife is all about. So being an owner of a salon is actually not as hard as most people think, or what they think it would be hard for. Actually, I've had a really good run in it. I've had some amazing stylists work for me over the years. And me being a stylist prior and working at other salons, there were so many things that I learned that were amazing, and so many things that I learned that I was like, I'll never do at my own salon. And I really brought that and embodied that here at Startakilife Hair Lounge. The stylists that I have working for me now, I consider, you know, close friends, almost family. That's what it's about here. It's a vibe. When you walk in, it's comfortable, everyone has a good time, we're gonna laugh, you never know who you're gonna meet. Like, you just never know. And on top of that, we do really, really, really good hair, okay? Like, be clear. Either you're gonna come out here with a bust down or a sleek pixie or some beautiful natural hair pressed out, or even some natural style hair, color, all the things. We do all of it here. And it's just an environment where we learn from each other. We constantly are, you know, just validating each other, letting each other know how good we are. Like, it's just a whole family. And I think that is what sets this salon apart from other salons. Because nowadays everybody's in a suite. No one is really like personal. They don't share stories and lives and all that kind of stuff that makes you a person, that makes you, you know, believable or just like likable. You know, yes, I get it. You want to make the money at the salon, you can do all the clients and you can make all the cash, right? But at the end of the day, it's about relationships, and it's about people staying with you for years, even though I think people don't really care about that much anymore, but you should. You know, I've had some clients since they were in college. You know, now they have gone on to live their lives, whether they've gotten married, had babies, become doctors, professors, gone into their career, had deaths, divorce, came back. What, you know, like, I've been through some of my clients' lives with them the whole entire journey. So it's a rewarding thing. It's something that feels really good. Not just that they trust you with their hair, but they trust you with their life, really. Like, I'm more than just a hairstylist. Like, you're gonna ask me about where can I get something to wear? What kind of dress, you know? Ooh, Taki, I got this party to go to. Where can I go for this? Where, you know, what shoes should I wear? You have a makeup artist, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm everything, you know, for this. What restaurant should we go to? You know, oh, you traveled last month? How was that place? Where's the resort you stayed? Like, I'm constantly just a ball of information. And it's just really through my own personal experiences. And I love to share it. So even practicing that with my client, and I wouldn't even say practice, just doing it with my clients just gives me the comfortability to be able to want to do it for everyone, you know? And I feel like that's just something that I have to offer. That's a gift that I would like to give. Plus, you know, the plethora of knowledge of just getting older and, you know, different experiences I've had throughout my life, like, and being able to share and also receive their stories as well. You know, it's like, I'm always able to like give somebody a little advice, or, you know, hey, let me help you with this, or, you know, hey, bounce this idea off you, or like bounce it off me, whatever. I just think that that's the most important part of just even being a hairstylist, being in the hair industry. Like, you have to be able to really connect with your client, whether they're a regular girl, and I don't even want to say regular because all my girls are, and all my women, I should say, all my women are stars to me. So yes, I've done celebrities over the years. I've had my ring in that, and I've had a really good time in that. You know, that was a period of my life, and I'm still open to it. You know, it's never closed off. But I treat all of my clients the same, you know, so it's not as if I'm dealing with a star or a particular person I've ever worked with that I just, you know, treat them so much better than I do my everyday client. I don't, you know, at the end of the day, this lifestyle has, well, not lifestyle, but this career has funded my lifestyle, you know, and I appreciate it and I cherish it. It's not something to take for granted. And it's just something that I just feel like this is what you need. You got to do it. And I want to be able to tell other stylists or just other people in general, like, you got to be a person that people can really come to about all things. And if you only cut yourself off at this spot, that's where you'll stay. Like you can't grow. You can't be able to do more than that. I'm very into the health of me. You know, I definitely have tried, at least in the last, I'll say, good 10 years. I probably started my journey probably in my late 30s, but I really got serious about it in my 40s. And that just include like working out, fitness on a high level. Like I started off slow, but once I got in it and loved it and just saw the results and just saw how it made me feel every day, I couldn't stop. Yeah, I have my periods where I fall off here and there, but for the most part, it's a 4 to 5 day week journey that I'm in the gym getting my ass kicked, okay? And it's for a reason for me. Yes, people could say, oh, it's about vanity, you just want to stay skinny. Okay, I'm not going to say that ain't part of it, because it is. But it also is just for, like, I don't think people really understand the benefits of fitness, you know, and that is your mental, you know, your physical, you know, how quickly you fatigue, or how quickly, you know, you're not realizing that you're not getting enough rest, or how you eat. Just all the different things really are associated with you moving your body. And so I just stick with that. I just stuck with it all this time, and I constantly do it, as well as like owning in on my diet and making sure that I eat things that are good for me. Now I'm gonna have a margarita now. Be clear. I'm going to have a Rita. But I'm going to follow it with a big old glass of water, okay? I'm going to do that, I promise. But all I drink is alcohol and water, okay? That's it. I don't drink juice unless it's freshly pressed or squeezed by me, or that's it. I don't drink soda, I don't drink any other stuff. But anyway, I just really started paying attention to my body and how it reacted to different things that I put into it. And so once I really owned in on that, I realized, okay, this is a thing. And most of the time people don't want to dedicate to it, and you got to. You know, I'll be 50 this year. Most people do not even fathom that I'm about to turn 50. And I just know that I'm probably not the average 50-year-old, but you still have time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still have time. So, you know, I always encourage people every day, just start. Just start. You don't have to be in the gym doing the most like I'm doing at this moment. I've been in this for years. But even you just walking around your neighborhood, you know, getting a few steps in, getting your watch that monitors that for you, you know, cutting back on a few things that you know aren't good for you, you know, like just start. Because once you start, you'll feel good, and then maybe that'll encourage you to keep going. Unfortunately, most of us do the quick dieting. We're trying to do this and the third. You already know how that works. Yeah, you're going to lose the weight. But as soon as you put that thing back in your mouth, it's coming back. So it's like, to just establish a good, healthy lifestyle, I just encourage a lot of people to do that. So I will say that initially I probably got into travel in my 20s. And of course, in your 20s, you can't really afford to travel, not for real, you know. So me and my girls would get in the car, we go wherever, you know, we get to go to Florida, go to Daytona, go wherever that we were going that we could get to in a car. But once I got to a point where I was making a little money and I was able to actually buy some quality tickets, then I did so. I enjoy travel more than anything there is in life, for the exception of my kids. I love them too. But travel is something that it's not necessarily an escape, because I hate when people say that. Like, I enjoy my life. I don't want to escape it. But sometimes you just need a different environment. You need to see a different scenery. You need to see something different. Water, sun, blue skies, palm trees makes me happy, extremely. So if I can get there, that's where I'm going. But I also, in the last few years, have really discovered Europe and different areas over there that are amazing as far as the architecture and just how it looks and the scenery and any of that. I just always ask people to do it, explore. It doesn't cost as much as you think. Even if you got to get a cheap ticket, even if you got to get an uncomfortable ticket, do it. I've done it all. So the secret is that I have a girlfriend who's a flight attendant. So let's just go there. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna tell my truth, okay? Yes, there are times that I am for sure buying tickets. I am for sure planning big vacations. But some of my spontaneous travel is with my girlfriend. And if she is going on a trip, I'm going with her. If it's on a day off, I can pack my bag in an hour, okay? I can fit anything that I need in a 2 to 4 to 5 day trip in a carry-on. I'm a professional at it. I can do it, especially if it's a beach destination, because you don't need much there. I need a bikini and a cover-up. That's it, and some slides, okay? And maybe some jewels and some music and some glasses and a few other things, but they can all fit in that carry-on. I promise you that. So yeah, that's it. Like I'm always gonna have and make time for that. I work hard, and when I'm off, I would like to be somewhere else if possible. So that's what it is for me. So as a child, my grandmother was very fashionable. She wore heels everywhere until she could not wear heels anymore, okay? She had all the perfume, she had all the purses, she had all the accessories, she had the hats. She used to make me dresses. Like, she was the grandma. She was that grandma, okay? And so, of course, that trickled down to my mom. And my mom was always like, you know, she was in the corporate world. She wore suits to work every day, her heels. She had to have her hair done, makeup done. Like, that was just what I saw every day. So it was just definitely going to happen for me. There was no other choice. Like, I think my mom probably would have like rolled over somewhere knowing that if I wouldn't have been like a fashionable girl. So that was just really embedded in me. So I just continued it. I've always had a love for it. Even when I was a little girl, my mom told me a story about one time she had put some clothes out for me. And I was like, I don't want to wear that. Like, I was probably about 5 maybe. And I was just like, no, like, that's not what I want to wear. I went in the closet and picked out my outfit, and she was like trying to battle me. And my grandma was just like, just let that girl, like, let her wear what she want to wear. Like, stop. Like, she knows what she wants to wear. And when I put it together, it was like really cute. So it's just like, just let her pick out her own clothes. So basically from then, that's what it's been, okay? I've always loved magazines. I always look through to get inspiration. Obviously, the new world that we live in now, we have Pinterest and Instagram and all the things. So even though I'm probably people's inspiration, I get inspiration from others as well. Like, every day I'm not waking up trying to exactly know what I want to put together. But sometimes I need a visual. I need to see, hey, okay, I got something like that. Okay, I think I can freak it like this, or it'll do like this, whatever. But I've just always loved it. I love shopping. I love putting things together. I love the accessories. I'm a sunglass girl. You will see that along the way. I've got about, I don't even want to tell you how many pairs of sunglasses I have, but I wear them a lot. It's just part of me. And so I like to share that as well. Like I said, behind the chair, when I'm with my clients, like, if they want anything, if they're going anywhere, any occasion, beach, concert, party, dinner, date, whatever, they're going to ask me, what should I wear? And so I love being able to share that. I love to be able to tell them, okay, go to this store, you look for this is gonna look good on you, whatever, whatever. I've just had the eye for that. And so it just comes off with me. It's a first impression thing too. I don't think people understand that. And I'm sorry, but the new generation, I can't. I want y'all to put on some clothes from time to time. I'm not saying every day, but more days than not, okay? I just want people to dress up. You feel confident, you feel great. Like, it's nothing like putting on an outfit, walking outside and someone saying, you look really good, you look great. Do you know how much that makes you feel? And it's not that you necessarily need all this outside, you know, recognition, but it feels good for somebody to tell you that you look good. You don't ever have nobody telling you look good, then guess what? You don't. So again, it's the trying part. I just want everyone to try, and I just love to express myself through my clothes and just how I look every day. It makes me feel good, and it's just a vibe. So, the good old love journey. If anyone knows me, they know that I love love. Like, all day, every day. You're gonna see a heart on something, you're gonna see some type of love quote, post, whatever. I am a lovey, true to the heart. Virgo, I love a lot and big. As far as my journey, I was married in my 20s. My ex-husband is the father of my children. You know, we definitely had some good times, you know, we definitely had some bad times as well. But probably if I could do it all again, I wouldn't have got married in my 20s. I didn't know who I was. He didn't know who he was either. Or maybe he did, but we didn't know who each other was, and probably never needed to really take it that far. We probably could have had our kids and been fine. But, you know, in your 20s, you got a mom that's like, what are you doing, girl? Like, you just about to be just out here like this? No, y'all are gonna get married. So that's what we did. And, you know, I don't have any regrets. No regrets about anything that I've done in my life. They're all lessons. But I know that now in my life, I definitely would like to get married again. Like I said, I'll be 50 this year. I'm not pressed, meaning I'm not just gonna have anybody, but I definitely would like to have a life partner and grow old with somebody. Like, that's what I would like. Obviously, the journey of not being married anymore, I had a long-term relationship that was great. You know, we probably should have got married. We probably should have did that. But I think we let too many years go by, and just different things happen along the way. Still a great person. Was very influential in my kids' lives. And we're still very good friends to this day, but we just didn't make it after those long amount of years. So after that, just kind of floated around single, you know, dated a couple people here and there, but for the most part, single. And then probably 2 years ago, I got into another relationship, and it was amazing. We had amazing times, and it just kind of went sour towards the end. A lot of reasons. I could possibly get into that a little later. Really a great guy, still have love for him, and we'll see. That's all I can say. You know, you just never know what can happen. But as of now, the girl is single, and I'm open. You know, I'm open to dating someone nice, and you know, and that can deal with my life. You know, it's not a super simple life. You know, there are things that I like, and that's not necessarily just material things, because I know that's where we all go. When I'm watching all the dating podcasts and all the different things, you know, immediately we go into the money factor. And of course, nobody wants somebody who ain't got no money. Like, let's just be honest. That's an honest statement. I think we try to hide it and, you know, whatever, but I'm also in a space of like realizing, you know, how our world is. It's a lot different. You know, a lot of us women are making a lot of money and being able to do a lot of things and move around the way that we want. And I'm not saying, you know, it's just a juggle game. You just never know. But I am always open to giving people a chance. Like at the end of the day, like if you're a nice person, you have a good heart, you want to work, you want to take care of yourself, like, okay, we can maybe try to work something out. Like there's not enough millionaires for all of us girls. There's just not. And dealing with certain guys, you know, you're going to be putting up with a lot of stuff. So you got to figure out what it is that you really, really want. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I have some ideas. Like, of course, I want somebody well-traveled, likes to travel, open to having a good time, you know, has a great personality. You know, I mean, at this point, I'm not going to say super tall or super short. I don't know. Hey, you might intrigue me by other things that I don't even think about that part with. So I'm definitely more open. I don't have a quote-unquote type. I just like somebody who's nice and nice to me and generous, not stingy. And, you know, and open. Like, I don't think that's hard. I don't think that's hard, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for Nataki.